friend, Stephen Brown. This is the show with Stephen. All right. It's my 24th birthday. That's a gross number. If you're a young fella, 24, I mean, I guess it could be the same for 23 or 22, I don't know. I feel old, right? Not like super old, but I've been around for a long time. Especially if you're me. I've lived a lot of life, brother. Having a couple of the gay drinks, and hanging out, and my internet is really shitty and keeps turning off and on. And this isn't new, it does this most days. But it's down right now, and I had a thought that I'd like to talk about. I'd like to talk about self-love. I have come out of the fire pits of hell and self-hatred and self-disdain. You know, I was an emo teenager who attempted suicide multiple times and hurt myself multiple times. And I'm here to tell you, it does get better. If you figure out how to love yourself and care for yourself, and if you're happy to be who you are. I don't think I really have a playbook for that, on how to do that and fix that, other than to say that I looked, at the times in my life when I was least happy, I looked at myself and I said, what do I not like that's going on in my life? What do I not like about myself? And I made an active change in who I am and changed everything about me fundamentally and how I think, my brain chemistry, I guess, I don't know, how I react to things. I just took an active role in policing myself and changing how I think and how I act. And today, on my 24th birthday, I can say I love being myself. And there's no one else I would rather hang out with than myself. And what do I mean by that? I just sent out a tweet. It was what I wanted to make the video. I said, I'm going to paraphrase here. I don't remember exactly what I said. But I said something like, it's a tweet, so it's like one sentence. I said like, when you love yourself and who you are, being alone is the greatest treasure a man can hold. Something like that. I love being alone now because, being a human being is difficult. You got to deal with a lot of bullshit from other people and just deal with being around people. But I feel like when you're lonely and you're emo and depressed and you're alone, it's when all the thoughts come flooding in and you think about hurting yourself and how much you hate yourself and think about all the terrible things that happen in your life and you're very unhappy. But once you become more well-rounded and comfortable with yourself, being alone is this sweet release of, I don't have to deal with other people's bullshit. I can do whatever I want. Oh, what? I can play Diablo 4 and listen to Joe Rogan and drink a couple beers and not talk to anybody? Great. And I mean, I could do that if my internet fucking worked, right? Anyways, that's what I'm trying to do. But I'm saying, if you are that young fella, or whoever you are, you don't have to be a young fella. You could be an old-ass man, and you're sad with yourself and you're upset about something. I think when you get older, it's a bit easier. But I think you just have to get through that gauntlet of being a young person and dealing with the shit and thinking. When you're young, you don't have enough experience in life to know that there's a tomorrow. And I think the easiest thing to hold on to, I would assume everyone works like this. There's certain things you'll hold on to for your life that you think about daily or passes your mind. And I think a lot about a couple things. Nothing worth doing is easy. So you can expect that if you're going through a hard time going to school or training for a career or doing something or even working out and you're wondering why it's difficult and blah, 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 because it's worth doing. You're going to get the payoff later on. You have to put in the work, Second, there's life changes every day and there's always a tomorrow. You're going to wake up tomorrow and life's going to be different and all that, whatever. Every day is different. And when you have, I've been on, SSRIs and depression medication, all that stuff, and anxiety medication, all that shit. And every day is different, Sometimes you wake up, and I mean, if you have issues, mental issues like me, then most days you're going to wake up and you can just tell when you wake up it's no good. But sometimes you wake up and you just feel great because that's just how your fucking brain works. Sometimes you're just going to wake up and it's going to be the best day ever and you can't place it Nothing special could be happening. You just feel great. It is just what life is. But I just wanted to, I guess, I don't want this to be, I feel like I had to talk about the motivational aspect so I can get into the real point of what I really wanted to say. I think I've said in my videos before something about depression and talked about this stuff. But what I really like to say for this video is I just wanted to point out, I guess I've never really said to myself or thought about to myself out loud how great being alone is. Being alone is awesome. At least now. I'm still, I think that's what I'm saying is that I realized, I had that moment of realization. The reason I wanted to make this video right now is that I remember when being alone was the worst possible thing for me. And now being able to say that it is my favorite thing, that if you knew me and if you were myself and understood everything I've gone through in my brain and all that kind of things, that is a huge 180. So that is a big W. And that's really special. And I just kind of wanted to highlight that and then say to anyone, it's a new skill I've developed. So I want to say to anyone else out there, if you like being alone, hey, I see you. What's up, dog? I love being alone and getting to just fucking do whatever the fuck I want and not talk to people and just be cool. That's pretty much it. I just felt like I didn't really have any plans on making a video today, but I'm having a good time, and I like making videos and doing stuff. And I know that channel's been kind of rocky and weird lately, but I think I mentioned it in my last video, which was a Fortnite video, that we have a channel anniversary video coming out in July. I'm working on it here in bits and pieces. It's coming together. It should be out in July at some point. No real specific time. I'll still upload weekly, but the anniversary video will come out sometime in July. I think it'll probably be more towards the beginning of July, more than the last half of July, but we'll be in July. Thanks for listening. If you like this video, I appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. It means a lot to old Stevie B over here. If you didn't like this video, I appreciate you sticking around and listening to an opinion that's different than your own. If you hated this video, you probably are a fan of iDubbbz. You probably enjoy playing Tetris. Your mother doesn't love you. You can go get bent! The show is over, but you're still here hanging around. Why don't you hit subscribe?